Hey everyone, we're back with more Final Fantasy XVI. Give me a quick sec here as I just need to... There we go. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna go here to Orbel Downs first. We're gonna go find that guy's missing letter and whatnot, and herbs. Oh look, there it all is.
The courier said his pack might have split while he was passing through the bales. I'd better keep my eyes open.
There we go.
Good. Looks like I'm in the right area.
How this man, like, how'd all this shit just like fucking fall over here if he took a tumble? Did you take like 40 tumbles?
I doubt he could have fit much more in his pack. Still no sign of Sid's letter, though. We've come this far.
A little overdressed to be picking grapes, aren't you? Are you here for Master Quentin?
I'm looking for a letter someone dropped nearby. I don't suppose you've seen it.
Can't say I have, sorry.
Well, if you do...
Wait, I did pass a dog with something in its mouth a little while back. Could have been a piece of paper. No idea if it was your letter, but you never know.
Which way did it go?
Towards Lostwing? Seemed well looked after to me. Dare say someone there's been feeding it.
To the village, then. Thank you.
So I'm a little surprised that they actually chose to go with grapes again for Final Fantasy 16, considering they talked about the difficulty of modeling grapes in FF14. That's why we got that weird fucking grape lantern thing that they released. That became a big meme in during Endwalker. Because like modeling the individual grapes was like taxing. Alright, let's do the find the dog, who should be just over here first.
Hi, Koya. Did Master Quentin summon you?
The shad's all salted and smoked, but it'll be an age before the stink's gone
Hey,
from the
Dom.
skirts.
It seems we have our culprit. Sorry, boy.
One thing about this dog's design feels like
He's
Bad,
waiting
like-
long enough already.
bad compared to like Torgal and like other models in the game. I don't know.
This will keep our career out
Something
of
just
trouble.
seems off on that model to me.
A whole day on the line and they're still not dry.
But what'll we do for supper?
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing off to the vineyard to see them?
We're not going to do the return yet. We're gonna.
We haven't much, but you're free to look.
Well, steel crowns are somewhat new. That's just what we got, but unlike most protective wristwear, steel crowns actually provide a fair. Oh no, those aren't new. We've seen those.
I've none more to sell. Ah, yes.
We can buy Lionheart tonics now.
I trust it's all here.
They gradually fill the limit break meter. That's what Lionheart tonics do. Hey, Quentin, what are you doing here? What does this say?
Ah, if it isn't Sid's young protege. To what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm looking for a bearer called Randall. I hear he's been coming to you for work. He was expected back at the hideaway some time ago. A friend of his asked me to check on him.
Randall, you say? The porter? Yes, I know him. And I can't say I'm surprised if he has been delayed. I gave him enough to do. Though, thinking about it, he should probably have been back by now.
I'll go and look for him. Where was he headed?
He was to meet an associate of mine to the south of here, on Lorbert's Pass. I do hope nothing's happened to him. Be sure to let me know, Clive.
I will. Alright, let's go find him at Lobert's Path. Okay, I know. Was on our way over to Norvern. We're actually gonna go down here, but then I'm gonna keep running because there's a telepoint over here that I want to pick up for later.
Can I have another cup, Teddy?
There'll be none left for me.
Assuming I can.
Sun's setting fast. They'll all be back from the vineyard soon.
Do that. We'll have to not use the whatchamacallit, fast travel most likely. Alright. We're running up here. Oh, this guy. Alright, so now we're out here. We've actually been along this path before. This is how we got to the area where we fought Benedicta. Care Norvrent. There'll probably be some spiders along the way, maybe some plants. There.
You all right?
The hanged man. Thank the gods. You're one of us. We were attacked. Beastmen on the road. Randall knew he didn't play the hero, but reckless sod insisted on drawing him off.
Where did this happen?
Further down the road. In the clearing. Please. You have to see that he's safe.
I'll do what I can. You go back to Lostwing and tell Quentin what happened.
Look at that, there's a Gigas.
Why am I not surprised? That's enough.
No goblins.
Stay down. It's over. Stay down.
Ooh. I thought it was stopped by the fence there, that's why I didn't try to dodge. Yeah, I don't know why I'm failing, but my controller busted? Like... Okay, there we go. That's not what I want to push. That was super rude.
You know what to do, boy. Get him, boy.
Jeez Louise. I have more trouble with this Mogi than I did with Garuda.
Not this time.
Nothing to it. I got a bone necklace. Very little rhyme and even less reason went into the creation of this ghastly neck ornament. The bones strung along its crude twine, most likely belonging to those unfortunate enough to meet its maker. Right, where's Randall's body? There it is. Oh, Randall didn't make it. Well, he did save the other dude at least.
Sorry, Randall. Looks like I was too late. He doesn't deserve to rot by the roadside. I'll speak to Quentin.
Yeah, speak to Quentin. Okay, we could travel there, like I said, but I'm not going to. Because there's like a telepoint up here that I want to get. I might be able to get there in time, but I don't think so. I just gotta get close to it though. Well, maybe. Nope.
No mistakes.
And vampire thorns are in that land. I think there may be some wolves up ahead anyway as well. Doesn't really matter though, because I can just fast travel there anyway, so this just saves me having to open the map.
Sick of Toggle. You're finished.
That said, without the interruptions from the enemies, I probably could have made it. Let's see what's up here actually. There might be treasure. I know there's at least these things.
It's over.
That was a pretty neat looking spider. Didn't stand a chance. It was neat. Oh, right, it's one of these stupid stones. I probably won't be doing those chronoliths. If I can help it, I probably won't do them. I don't like the chronoliths. I'm not a big fan of timed things or things that require me to do combos and whatnot. Mostly because I'm terrible at the game, and that really shows off my inadequacies. Getting a little bit of AP here. I'm not really here to get AP, I'm actually just here to get to that. I figure I might as well grab the item while I'm in here. They're free, they're there, easy to get. Really
Get him.
Wait, you went flying, how the hell did you end up there? Anyway, we need to come here later in the game for something, so... And that something is actually important for the, I think getting the best weapon in the game. I think. Well, no longer the best weapon in the game, I guess, with the release of the DLC. But at the time, it was neat. Okay, there we go. We're gonna teleport over here and we're gonna go see Quentin about a guy.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing off to the vineyard?
There we go.
Ah, there you are. My man told me what happened. And? I can't help but notice you're alone. Damn it. I feared as much.
He's not far from the south gate. I trust you'll do right by him.
Of course. I'll send someone right away. I knew he was brave, though I didn't know he was reckless. Poor fool.
And you known him long?
A while. I liked the fact that he didn't shy away from dangerous work, and he liked what I paid.
Because it helped keep the hideaway afloat.
I'll tell Sid what happened here. I expect he'll be none too pleased to learn of Randall's fate. And I suppose you're none too happy either. For your trouble.
Engage says, Sass, do you know why a random monster would be carrying 182 gil and a magic fire ring? I assume it's because the magic fire ring and the gil are in a little sack that the monsters just happen to scavenge off his body while eating other food. They just got caught on their tooth and they haven't been able to get it off, so they just resign themselves to their fate, having it hang off their tooth.
I heard Otto barking at his life.
Because pumpkin spice.
Didn't sound happy.
I mean, alright. Speaking of pumpkin spice, Cheshire, are you a fan of pumpkin spice?
There you are. I just got back to the hideaway and thankfully Otto hasn't seen me yet. I don't suppose you,
Found the things you dropped. I did.
I was so sure they'd be gone. And the letter?
Only a little worse for wear.
Supplies intended for delivery to the hideaway by the clumsy courier Glenn, lost on the road due to an unfortunately placed hole in his pack. Cheshire's middle name is
No
Pumpkin
more
Spice.
skulking about in the shadows for me then. And all thanks to you. Losing those supplies was one thing, but if Sid had found out about that letter...
Is it about Cursebreaker business?
If only. It's from his daughter. She's off studying in Canver, and her letters are all that keeps Sid sane while she's away.
You never mentioned a daughter.
Oh, he's a busy man. And thanks to you, he won't be wasting his time smiting careless couriers with levin bolts. So I'd say you did us both a service.
Is that actually a worry?
For your troubles. If there's anything you're wanting from Sid, today's the day. He'll be sweet as honey once he gets his hands on this.
Pumpkin Spice is life and happiness, says Cheshire. Oh, we almost got enough to upgrade our ability, guys. And speaking of the spice, I bought a loaf of bread from Trader Joe's. It has pumpkin spice and cinnamon in it. I tried to make French toast out of it, and it was that was a mistake. Well, is it a mistake because you don't know how to make French toast, or is it a mistake because you shouldn't make French toast with that bread?
So what God's forsaken corner of the realm is Sid dragging you off to this time?
Oriflamme.
The Holy Capital. And what business would you lot have in... On second thoughts, I don't want to know.
Alright, what do you got for me? Guy Blade, World War Sash, nothing new there. Battle Chains, nothing new there. We can get ourselves the Breath of Fire Heat Wave. Ooh. Let's do it.
It'd better all be here.
Fuck, I don't know what you want to equip to do that.
You'll not find a better price. Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual traffic. If you ask me, summat foul's brewing, and it ain't Tyre's borbile tea. Oh, just go and see Otto, will ya?
All right.
Alright, you guys unequipped my something. No, this is fine.
Clive, was it?
Alright, what do you want, Otto?
Take a seat, Clive.
So you're really going through with it? Sid's been talking about bringing down a mother crystal since I've known him. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the hiding the royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again, this time due south.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. That's God's for you, innit? Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines, and at home. With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble. It's making it to the capital that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way.
This?
Well, no, not that. That gets you an audience with the Dame. And it's the Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send the Stolas in the morning. Let her know you're coming. We go way back. And she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
That's good of you, but who is this dame, and where will I find her?
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute, the Vale. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
A woman. Right.
Don't go blinding her with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
Cheshire says he's used Aldi's flavored bread before, and it was good French toast. 10 Gauge says it was a mistake because all the spices and sugars in French toast just overpowered the subtle flavors of the bread. And it was already a soft loaf, which generally doesn't French toast well as it falls apart. Like, it tasted fine, but regular French toast you make would have been better. I don't actually know how to make French toast or the ins and outs of it, so interesting. Alliant reports are now available for viewing by speaking to Gout at the Alliant report counter in the Hideaway Mess. These reports compiled with the Curse Breakers contain information on quests currently available across Valisea. Usually when I spoke to him at this point, there was nothing, but yes, he might actually have something right now.
Oh, you're the new lad, aren't you? Goat at your service. Well, at the Hideaway service anyway. Otto's put me in charge of reading through the reports sent in by our allies and picking out any problems that might warrant the attention of the Curse Breakers. Or any other willing volunteers. And there's no shortage of problems, I can tell you. Or maybe I don't have to. I'll warrant a strapping lad like you's got people begging him for help wherever you go. Anyway, if you're ever interested in taking a look over the list, just say the word. Reckon you could probably tick off the odd thing here and there. They say little acts of kindness are their own reward. But if that ain't enough, these have got proper bounties on them and all. Quick look.
There are 2 new quests. Use God's Alliant reports to not only find new quests around Valisea, but also travel immediately to the obelisk near their point of interest. Alright, so in Rosaria there's a quest, and in Sambrec there are 2 quests in Lostwing now. So we're going to do those.
Seen enough?
Although we will talk to him again just to learn about him.
Me?
I do what Otto tells me. Suppose you could say I'm his right-hand man. He's a hot master, but not nearly as hot as my old one was. When the man beat me bloody and threw me out onto the streets to die, it was Otto who found me and took me in.
Well, I see it.
I owe him, and so I help him to look after the ledgers, as well as reading through all the reports coming in from our allies across the Twins. And if it sounds like someone out there needs our help, I make a note so I can point any willing volunteers in the right direction.
What'd you say?
Are you willing? There's no sure way of turning Otto's frown into a little less frowny. Alright, we're gonna go and do this one here while the cat's away quest. We're gonna do this one, but we're gonna see what this person has because they apparently got something new.
How do?
So far nothing worthwhile. Okay, they got a bunch of orchestrion rolls. None of which.
I've seen your face before. You're a friend of Martha's. Help us, I beg you.
Help you with what?
Bandits in the Golden Stables. They're waving their swords around. I think they're gonna kill someone. When I saw what was happening, I slipped out the back. I should have stayed, but... Oh, please help them.
All right. I'll see to your problem.
Thank you.
How many were there?
I was out of the door too fast to count. They looked a nasty bunch, though. Be careful in there, all right?
Many recipes have the bread toasted or stale to reduce moisture before adding the egg dip. It was already 4 or 5 days old when you used it. Yeah, I don't know how to make French toast, like I said, but the closest thing I can make to that is waffles, and I have a waffle maker for that. Okay, not true. I can make pancakes too, but that's not really the same thing.
Golden Stables, my ass.
Just the closest to
All
it.
Martha's hiding back here is coppers. Oh, that's a fine sword, friend. Heavy though, I expect. What say we relieve you of it?
Sure.
Get him, lads. I want that blade.
Let's get this over with.
Get him. Do not. Stay down.
What? Man, I actually got a hit in. Let's see, because my character just stayed where he was. That was only worth 8 EXP. Lovely.
I'll be keeping my blade, thank you.
There he is, the hero of the Golden Stables.
People will think twice about pushing us around again, thanks to you. We're lucky you were nearby. No good cowards wouldn't have dared set foot in the place if I'd been here, of course.
But you weren't. I thought you told me you had someone watching the place.
The Blood Axes keep an eye on the tavern, yeah. When they're not busy keeping the peace, that is. I've spread them as thin as they'll go. The Empire might be in charge, but that don't mean they care to keep us safe. If it weren't for the Blood Axes and me, merchants won't come near these lands for fear of what might happen to them.
I see. Then you do Rosaria a great service.
Just as you did today. You're a useful man to have around. Here.
And there'll be a mug of something tasty waiting for you whenever you next stop by.
Right, we've got work to do for to make this place presentable. You best be going, before I arm you with a mop.
Now, 10 gauge, when you say you want to make your own bread, are you saying that you want to make it, from hand, or would you do a bread maker style?
There he is, the man of the hour.
Would you want to bake bacon bread? Bread maker style is good enough for most things. Agreed. You want bacon pancakes though? Hey Elaine, what are you doing here?
Ah, you're Sid's man, if I'm not mistaken. Couldn't trouble you for some assistance, could I?
That depends. What do you need?
Some new bearers from Oriflamme just arrived, and it cost Master Quinton a pretty penny to convince their owner to part with them. Man must have been a bloody tyrant. Can't get a peep out of them, try as I might.
They're probably terrified of you.
You're probably right. Dare say it'd take a bearer like yourself to open them up. So, will you have a word with them? Help them settle in?
I can try.
That'll do me. Tell them they're safe, and that if they need anything, they just have to ask.
I'll let them know.
Appreciate it. They're sitting over there, taking a long overdue breather, looks like.
Your mom used to make beer bread in the bread maker, and it was amazing. I should buy a bread maker.
So you're the new arrivals. Is there anything I can get you? You're safe here. They don't punish people like us for speaking our minds.
Truly. I'm hungry. My sister too, we're starving.
Wait here. I'll fetch you something from the tavern.
Thank you.
I won't be long. You stay here and rest.
Should buy you a bread maker? How much do bread makers even cost these days?
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing up?
You don't use spices in your egg dip? You might try it sometime?
Can I have another cup, Daddy?
I'll have 2 plates of whatever you're serving.
Sorry. We've enough mouths of our own to feed without tending to the wants of outsiders.
Rude.
It's not for me. It's for some new arrivals.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't see the mark. So you're a comrade. Well, in that case, you may have whatever you require. Take all the bread and wine you want.
That's really all it takes. One look at the innkeeper's mark.
Of course it is. I do as Master Quinton commands, as do we all. And Master Quinton commands that none of his favoured guests be left wanting. Well, don't keep our new comrades waiting. Take what you need and see that they eat their fill.
Excellent. Select bread and wine.
Bread and wine. Hopefully this will be enough.
Yes, let's just teleport over there.
Brother, did you see? That bearer spoke to a master.
Share bread. Who's will take it with him wherever he goes. Oh, my ankle is swollen, but it is also like adhering to the shape of anything that is pressing against. I need to get on that. I don't know about that.
Bread and wine from the tavern.
While the loaf is slightly stale and the wine somewhat watered down, it will serve to fill an empty belly.
May we? Truly? Such plenty. Never in all my days.
Brother, this place is like a dream. We sat and no one shouted. We ate and more was offered.
I know. I can't believe it.
You're free now. And the next time you're hungry, you need only ask to be fed.
Thank you for everything. Thank you.
I feel like he should probably let them know that they will at least need to talk, or they might need to, like, you know, work and be part of the community to, but like they're not going to be whipped or anything. I mean, maybe they might be, who fucking knows, but
how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing up to the vineyard to see the lad?
Engage, do you get whipped at work when you don't do what you're told? You have one? You can use it to knead the dough, but then you bake it in a Dutch oven for maximal crust. Your favorite part of bread and sweetbreads is the crispy crust. The crispy crust can be good, but you have a Dutch oven?
Master Quinton will never forget.
Dudes like to give my mom Dutch ovens back in the day.
I want no trouble.
Okay.
Wait, that's... Oh, glory to Grieger. You were the hanged man. I took you for a rogue. If you're a friend of Master Quinton's, then perhaps you'll help me. His vineyard, Lostwing's pride and joy, has been beset by a plague of giant wasps.
And you need someone to solve your pest problem.
I do indeed. I've never seen them so far from the forest, nor so mean for that matter. I suppose the smell's got 'em worked up. And little wonder. This'll be the finest crop we've ever known if the fiends don't eat it first. I tried chasing them off myself, but they won't flee from the likes of me. And if I don't bring those grapes in for pressing soon, Master Quinton will have my guts for garters. You look like you can handle that blade of yours. Will you put it to use for a comrade in need? Please, rid us of these wasps so I can be about my business.
Be about my business?
All right. I'll see to it.
Oh, thank you. You'll find them over at Gotan's Bales on the edge of town. And hurry, Lostwing needs those grapes.
Only one who whips you is your wife. Yeah, as Cheshire said, we kind of figured that was the case. Oof, okay. We're gonna do this quest here for the grapes, and then we're going to, and then we'll take a break. Teleported over here because it was still faster than just running out over there. I think they're closer to us, Lostwing, than they are to the other side, but maybe not. Either way, once we're out there, we'll be able to sprint, so maybe the faster to go to the other side. Quest just kind of depends for you. Some are great, others are meh. Yeah, that's fair.
That must be the vineyard. A few wasps shouldn't give me too much trouble.
Guys, these are the giant wasps that are plaguing this place. I don't know about you, but if we ever get wasps this big in real life, I think we may end up having to burn down entire forests.
Garuda, lend me your strength. There, boy.
And we win. That might actually give us enough to level up our next ability. Maybe. I don't think so. I think we need like 60.
Looks like that was the last of them.
53. Yeah.
I better let Quinton's man know. Those wasps won't be interfering with your harvest anymore.
Oh, thank you. Master Quinton would have had my head if I'd lost the crop. I'd say you've earned a reward. Our Gotan Rouge fetches a handsome price among the rich and powerful of the realm. We use that money to keep our comrades fed and imperial wolves from our door. The vineyards were Master Quinton's idea. He wanted to give bearers a place to work, a place where they'd be safe.
Well, he certainly seems to have done that here. I'm glad I could help.
I'll see that he hears of your kindness. And once this vintage is ripe for drinking, there'll be a glass or two raised in your honor.
Hang on the vine. There we go. Now we got enough to learn the ability I was trying to learn. Actually, to be fair, I already know the ability, I just haven't mastered it, and here we are going to master it. So what happens when you master it is, if you go into the thing here, like if you upgrade it, wait, no. Okay, no, there's another step to it. So I'm going to upgrade it, which is going to increase the number of hits it does. And then if I master it, I can assign it to any icon, but I'm actually not going to master this ability, so this one that takes a lot of that, but we're gonna learn some other things. I think the next thing we're gonna learn is this one. Will o' the Wisps. I like Will o' the Wisps. It's gonna be good. Okay. So, the mysteries of vinification. While some winemakers will remove the skins of grapes after pressing, leaving both skin and seeds in the juice to commingle creates a must that is better suited for extended aging, ultimately resulting in a more refined wine. Then, once the wine calms and settles sufficiently, the skins are removed and The must is then transferred to wooden barrels of oak or chestnut, which, by allowing air to leach into the wine, impart deepened levels of complexity, introducing rich aromas and improving texture, all while lessening bitterness. Okay, we're gonna take a quick break, guys, and then we'll be back for some more Final Fantasy XVI. It'll probably be the last 30 minutes of the stream, so don't go anywhere.